Morning, Steve Free in Chicago with the morning grain comments. Well, we have beans down about 8 cents, oil and meal lower, corn down 4, Chicago wheat down 3, KC up 3, and Minneapolis up 5. Looks like stocks are mixed this morning with the dollar a little bit higher, crude about unchanged. I think in the grain markets, we're looking for some export sales data, and for the most part, in the beans, we haven't seen any real interest, I guess, long term for the bean export sales. Where guesses today is 200 to 600,000 tons. Yesterday there was a 276 sold to unknown, which some people think is Argentina soybeans to China that was switched to U.S. for their reserve. We did note that the WTO said that world trade is going to slow in 2023 due to the war in Ukraine and also a higher inflation. They look at 1.7% growth versus 2.7% in 2022, and the average growth is about 2.6%. Global economy might grow at 2.4% versus 3% last year and 5.9% in 2021. As far as U.S. weather is concerned, Southern Plains remains dry. The Midwest should dry out for planting. The Southeast is wet, and the meltdown will begin in the Northern Plains and Canada, which could slow early plantings there. Brazil continues to see a weaker soybean basis. It's now 73 cents cheaper than U.S. FOB, and which suggests that any buying of beans should come out of Brazil, especially for crush. The soy peso deal in Argentina starts Saturday. To date, farmers sold about 5 million tons of beans. Last year at this time, they had sold 12. The soy peso plan is expected to increase farmers selling by 8 to 10 million tons. USDA, the average trade guess for the Brazil crop is near 154. USDA was 153 last month. Some guesses are between 155 and 157. Argentina's average guess is 29 versus USDA's 33, and most numbers are at 25. This week's ethanol stocks numbers decline, with gasoline consumption in the U.S. beginning to increase. And in the corn, USDA is expecting to see an increase of 3.4 million corn acres this year versus last, and some people think that number might be a little bit lower. Matif corn is dropping with more Ukraine imports. So far, July through June, 11 million tons of Ukraine corn has come into Europe. No new corn sales to China, and the expectations is this week's sales 800 to 1,500 versus 1 million tons last week. Matif wheat continues to trade lower. Nearby futures is the lowest since September of 2021. Turkey's foreign minister said that the Ukraine war could intensify this summer, which adds concern about their exports, their crop, and also the corridor deal. Europe wheat exports are only up 6% from last year. USDA is looking for a 16% increase. And the Russian July through March wheat exports is somewhere around 33 to 35 million tons. USDA is looking for 43 exports versus 33 last year. Continue to see a weaker tone in the meal basis.